Hi you guys, welcome to another video with me, Devin. Today is actually going to be an actual makeup look. I was talking with some of my friends, and one of my friends wanted me to do kind of like a summery look for this season, and she wanted a brown nude smoky eye. So I think that's what we're going to do today. But while I talk to you guys, I'm going to be starting the process and adding a little here and there. So I'm going to be priming the skin like I always do. This time I'm going to be using a sample of the POREfessional. So I'm going to take a little bit of that and put it throughout my whole face. For your guys' information, I just put up a first video ever discussing this channel, discussing about me and what's going on and everything like that. So if you want to watch that video, I am still learning YouTube, so I'll see about connecting it and adding information about it below. If you like my videos and everything like that, I would appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. And of course, if you want to see anything you want me to do, you have any ideas, any thoughts, anything like that, I would love comments. Comments would be overly appreciated. And fabulous. So like I said in the video, I have always had really bad acne and I have issued skin. My main problems are I am so oily. So if you are oily out there, this should be a major beneficial video to you. Of course it's going to be beneficial to others, but I mean for our skin type purposes, this will be really great for you. I can also try and help for other people. But yeah, so that's basically what we're doing. So now that I also want to get on the neck for prime. And I'm so sorry about the quality of the video and the way that the video is coming out. But in all honesty, I have never done this before. This is brand new to me, so I am learning. Please, please, please be patient. And also, where was I going with that? Sorry, guys. Yes, please be patient with that. I am learning. And also, I wanted to clarify, I am not a makeup artist. I have never worked at a makeup place, anything like that. I'm basically doing this for my own benefit and for fun. And I am not rich or anything like that. So I'm going to be using the products that I have and the products that I can afford and everything like that, or the products that I have splurged on. So just so you know, I'm probably going to be using cheaper products and working with what I have. If I've been able to get something new, it's fantastic, but I'm just letting you know. So off we go. Anyway, we're going to go into some foundation. I've decided today that I'm going to go in with I got this a while back. I'm going to go in with my Tarte. This is the Tarte, and it's the Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. I think I kind of got this in too light of a shade, but it depends on if I've tanned or not, I guess. So yeah, I'm going to take a beauty sponge that I have, and I'm just going to blot this throughout the face. Just get that all over and get that working. And because of my skin, there are times where I don't get as much full coverage as I need, because I need lots of full coverage and I use a lot of full coverage stuff. If you're not into full coverage, I totally understand. It's just my personal preference, what with the fact that I have a lot to cover. Yeah, this is starting to look a little light for me, but oh well. So we're literally just patting this into the skin. Trying to get it even everywhere. And like I said in my previous video, I'm going to be completely real with you guys about everything. I should be making a new Instagram for all of my selfies when it comes to these looks and everything so that you guys can get a better look, seeing as how at this moment in time, because I don't have much money and everything, I am using my cell phone for this video, so I'm working with what I've got, and I know that certain things aren't the best quality, but yeah, so I am just working with what I got. I've been using this foundation for quite a while now. I do like it, even though as you can see, I believe it's too light on me. I'm probably mixing in another foundation with it just to get the color going. And I am probably not going to be doing my full face process today, just for the simple fact that literally as soon as I'm done with this makeup look, I'm probably wiping it off because I have a lot to do. I have to go to bed early. I've got a lot of stuff going on, especially since it is 4th of July weekend. So a lot of stuff going on. Also, like I said, with me learning YouTube and everything at this moment in time, I've decided that with me being real and all that, I wasn't going to edit anything at all on this channel, like cutting and all that stuff, so I'm trying to make these videos not too long, but I just wanted to show you guys absolutely everything. I'm going to go in with another foundation for some color. I think I'm going to go in with my other foundation that I have right on the spot, which is my L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Matte. This is actually some really good stuff, and plus it's not that expensive if you're looking for a good matte finish, since I know not a lot of people are. Thought I'd give a disclaimer. Of course, I'm just trying to color the best I can on everything. I also like to go in with some concealer in spots that I feel need more coverage. And with my oily skin, matte is the best thing ever. And also, for your knowledge, for mattes, for greasy skin, powder. Powder is your best friend. Absolutely your best friend. Throughout these videos and such, I know I'm going to be making weird faces, putting makeup on, but that's just the way it is. Just trying to go for an easy summer vibe at the moment. So, I'm trying to get into this. Definitely want to drag the foundation down to your neck so that you can get that full look. You don't want your neck to be two totally different colors from your face. Okay, I believe our foundation is going to be as good as it's going to get. Some people like applying their foundation with a brush, but because of my greasy skin, I like to just blot it on with a beauty sponge for the simple fact that I think it applies better, and also I feel like it's actually getting the product on my skin, whereas with a brush I feel like it's just scooting it everywhere to the point where I'm not getting any coverage. So don't know about you guys, but that's what I do. Okay, so next part is concealer. I'm just going to be using a random concealer that I have today. I'm not going to be going in with my normal stuff. Actually, I'm going to be using two different concealers today. Concealer to cover some spots, my acne spots, a little bit extra, and then a concealer for underneath my eyes. But anyway, for my spots, I'm going to be using the Bye Bye Under Eye by IT Cosmetics. And personally, I am just going to take a little bit on the finger and just dab it where I need it for extra coverage. Okay, so now that that's done, we are going to go in with a different concealer. I'm going to be using the Catrice Cosmetics Camouflage Cream. And I'm going to be taking a brush this time. I'm actually using one of my IT Cosmetics brushes that I got in a set a long time back. And first off, I am just going to get a triangle of concealer underneath my eye. I am only using the brush to apply because I like to use a beauty blender to buff it out. Anyway, you want to get your main areas on the forehead concealed. I like to do 3 little areas, and then of course down the nose, right down the middle, and then I like to do right here, and then down my chin. Okay. Now, once that is done, as I put things away, I'm going to be taking a beauty blender, and I am just going to go in and buff it out. I'm sorry if my eyes are being weird. I wear contacts, so I'm having a little bit of issues right now. They're a little irritated. Trying to get a mirror for a close-up here. sure I buff out the under eye. For concealer underneath your eyes, a little bit of product goes a long way. Of course, as long as you're using a good concealer. A majority of the time, the concealer that I use is the Tarte Shape Tape. So next time when I'm doing a full long wear look, I will be working with that instead. Now, especially underneath my eyes and everywhere else that I have concealed, I'm going to be using what I have right now, which is the Ulta Mineral Setting Powder. Don't know if the camera's going to show it. Like I said, there we go. I don't have the greatest quality stuff right now, so we work with what we have. Whoa. There is a lot of fallout of this powder right now. Oh my goodness. So we're just going to take some of that powder on the same beauty blender and just buff it in to all of the spots that I've concealed. So because of my oily skin type, I normally get oily in the T-zone. So I like to put a lot more powder on my T-zone and not just where I conceal. So I like to add a lot of this powder too to my chin area because it gets really greasy, and plus I get a majority of my acne there. And then most definitely, try to get this to work out here. Whoa, not too much powder. Less is more sometimes, less is more. Set my under eye so that it does not crease. You want to make sure you go back and forth with your powder so that you make sure you get all the nooks and crannies of your under eye. Woo! Okay, so now that the spots with concealer are set for perfection, and as I get this mineral powder literally all over me, I'm going to go in with more of a powder that is my actual shade. Give me just a moment here. Okay, yes, I'm going to go in with a powder that's more my shade for the rest of my face. Just to buff a little bit out. I more likely like to swirl and push the powder into my skin so that I'm not dragging it everywhere. and so that we're not getting rid of the foundation. We don't want to drag the foundation off. So I like to just pat my powder. Like I told you with the way how my skin is, I basically just go with the coverage that I can get and feel happy about it, even though I know that there are spots here that are hard to cover. Oh, and if you want to know the powder at this moment in time that I'm using, I normally use a different powder, but right now I am using the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Airbrush Perfecting Powder. I've had this for quite a while, and I'm literally just trying to finish up the product. Add a little bit more under my eyes just because that's what I like. Like I said, I am not a makeup artist, but I do what I can. Okay, now that we've done that, I think it's time to go into the eye look real quick. Get that going. Yeah, so real quick, at this moment in time, my main eyeshadows that I'm going to be using and that I have had is my Ulta case of eyeshadows. I do those different cases for different holidays, and so that's my main case that I have and that I'm using. Okay, so like I said, my friend wants a smoky eye with nudes and browns. So I believe that's what we're going into. Okay. Let me grab my brushes. Get some excess shadow off from the previous time I did makeup. Okay, so I am going to be going in all over the eye with this shade called Luster. And I'm literally just going to be putting it all over my eye. Ooh. I forgot to prime my eyes, you guys. Better do that real quick. And I'm going to be using the Ulta Beauty Tinted Eye Primer in Champagne. Because, again, that is what I got. Real quick. Okay, now that that's done, back to what I was doing. So going back into that shade, I am literally going to be putting this all over my eyelid just to get a base that helps with blendability. I'll go closer so that you can see. Do that on the other eye. If you want to know the brushes I'm using, they're just the Real Techniques eyeshadow brushes. I just got them, and so far I absolutely love them, especially since they are cheap for a good eyeshadow brush. I actually like them in the set that I got that was really expensive from IT Cosmetics. They did like this Christmas set for IT Cosmetics, and I actually hate the eyeshadow brushes. They hurt. They're not soft, unlike these. These are really soft. Alright, so now that we've gone into that shade, I am going to be going in with a deeper brown shade to get this going. So the shade I'm going to be going in with is called Social Climber. So I'm just going to be smoothing this out throughout the eye, just because I want to be able to get that brown going throughout, so that when I smoke out with the darker colors, you can notice. Sorry if my nose is itchy. Need to get a closer look. Oh, that's a very nice brown. And for you guys' knowledge, I usually, I haven't gotten to the fad of doing brows. So, if anything, I'm not going to do brows, but if in the future, whatever, you guys ask for it and you're interested, I can go about doing that. Just right now, that's not me. And for the technique of a smoky eye, when you're taking the darker shade, you're literally going to be doing a C. So, like that. A C. In order to get that deep smokiness that you want. But I'm going to be smoking this out a bit. So, first off, I'm going to be going into a little bit of a deeper brown shade. I'm going to be going into Stand By Me. Okay. I'm going to go into a little bit of Stand By Me, which is more of a chocolate brown. And I'm going to be pressing some in to my crease. Trying to get that deeper in-depth brown. As you can see in the difference between both eyes. I'm just trying to dig in some of that deep brown at this moment in time, so that then I can go in with my blending brush and start circling it into my crease, just so that we can get a little bit more definition. Sorry if I'm doing a little bit off camera. I'm trying to get my eyeshadows down here so that I can get the look down. Like I said, learning curve. Let's go back in and blend, blend, blend. That's the thing about a smoky eye that you want, is blendability. Get a little bit up there. And just so you guys know, like, even with these makeup looks and stuff, I'm even learning. Like, I'm teaching myself new things and watching other videos to learn things all the time. So that I can do better. Okay, now that I think that side's smoky enough, we're going to try and reciprocate. We're going to try and replicate on the other side. Still feel like the other side's a little bit darker. I probably should have went with a lighter brown first, but that's okay. It's still looking pretty good. Again, I am learning every day. And I've just come to realize that these shadows are giving me a lot of fallout. Normally, I don't like to do my shadow before my concealer so that I can fix any mess ups, but we're just doing it today, ladies and gentlemen. You do not want to use the same brush to pick up color that you are also using to blend, for the simple fact that if you're trying to go for a smoky look and you're using the same brush that you're using to pick up pigment to blend, you're literally just going to be constantly picking up pigment and not getting the look or the shade that you want. That's why every time you see me, I am using this bigger, fatter brush to get the actual pigment of the brown in there. And then I'm using this little brush to actually blend and get it to where it needs to go. Never once have I taken this little brush and put it in that brown. So that's actually very cute and smoky. I kind of like that. I may darken it just a little bit more. Just a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of this black that I have in here, just so that I can get more definition and cut out that C that I was discussing earlier. I don't get why this black isn't giving me much pigment right now. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Maybe we use this little tiny brush to see if I can get in a little bit more. Let's see. Get that C. Because I don't want to make this too dark for you guys. Try and even it out on the other side, and then we'll call it good. Woo! Go back in a little bit more with that brown just to get it smoked out. Darkest shade you always want on the outer corner. That C formation. Oh no, you guys can see it on the video. That fallout that got on my nose. Woo-wee. Lovely, lovely. Ugh. And you wonder why I like to do that later on. Darn. Let me just blend this out a little bit more. Always want to go back in and blend into that crease. Okay, I think for a little bit of pop of color, I might do one of my little tricks here. Go in with my finger for this like goldy shade. If you can see that goldy shade, and just pat it on the top of the lid. Like I said, I am working with Ulta products right now, so you get what you get. Sadly, I'm not liking that color. Oh well. Gotta wipe off my finger. Okay. So I think for a more natural look today and more of a summer look, I am not going to be doing mascara. I will do an eyeliner on the waterline though. So what I like to do is I like to take a beauty blender. The eyeliner that I'm going to use, if I could find it. Sorry you guys, just a moment. I have so much stuff sitting here, so it's hard. Okay. So I guess I'm going to be going in with this Urban Decay eyeliner pencil, the 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the color Stag. And I'm just going to pull down for my waterline and then apply. And it's not that sharp, so... There you have it. This eye's giving me trouble. there is that. Trying to get some of this. See if I can pat. Okay. Starting to come together, starting to come together. Okay. Now I am going to be doing some contour, highlight, and that's about it, you guys. I'm not doing blush just because I'm not really the biggest fan of blush. I already have enough redness on my cheeks as it is from my pigmentation. So a lot of the times I don't like to do blush, but I mean, if you guys ever want me to do blush, I totally can. Gosh, I still have fallout, it looks like, on my face. Definitely not doing that again. We live and we learn. Okay, so contour. I'm looking for a new contour kit. I don't really like my contour at this moment in time, but we're going to use it. This is the Prime and Fine Professional Contouring Palette by Catrice Cosmetics. So I'm going to be going in with that and just bronzing the top of my head. Sorry for my weird faces. I like to work on in there. Don't forget the jawline. And then, of course, the nose. I don't know about you guys, but we are on to my favorite part. Get that in just a little bit. Whew. We are on to my favorite part, which is highlighting. And I was able to, praise gosh, at one point, get the Anastasia Beverly Hills Nicole Guerrero highlighting kit. So we're going to go with that. And since we're going for this summery cute vibe, I think I'm going to go into the shade. Let's do Daydream. Why not? This orangey shade. So we're going to go into a little bit of Daydream, and first off we are going to highlight the cheekbone and drag that. Also like to do it underneath the brow, so on the brow bone. You want to highlight the brow bone. Back in with that. Ooh. See that highlight? Ooh. Now go in and do the other cheekbone. By the way, you want to know, this is the Sephora Pro Highlight Illuminaire 98 brush that I like to use. I got lucky and was able to get a nice highlighting brush. I have plain normal brushes for my makeup. I don't know what they're called or whatever, but I got a nice highlighting brush. So go in and drag that. Drag some Daydream. I don't know about you guys, but I like to glow for the gods. Go back into the brow bone. Ooh. Mm. Then I like to do the nose. Tip of the nose. The line of the nose. Ooh. I like to do the Cupid's bow. And there you have it with highlight, you guys. Oh, actually, I'm going to dip my finger into the shade Forever Lit in this same highlighting kit. And I'm going to put it right in the crease of my eye at the end, just to give my eye look a little bit of a extra pop. And now that we're done with highlight, normally I do setting spray afterwards, and I use my setting spray, but I'm not doing anything tonight, so I don't want to set this face if I'm not needing to set this face. So we're just going to do lipstick, and then we'll call it good, you guys. So one of my favorite lipsticks of all time, or set of lipsticks, are the Jeffree Star lipsticks. So I'm going to be going with his last year's summer collection, Watermelon Soda. I think it's a really great summer color. It's really cute. It's really bright. It's really vibrant. And yeah, I really like his lipsticks a lot. They're some of my favorites of all time because of the way they dry matte and the formula and everything like that. I literally in the mail just a few days ago got the brand new summer collection from Jeffree Star. So I got the 8 velour lipstick shades. I have not tried any out yet, so if you guys want me to review those, let me know down below in the comments, and I will do that for you guys, and I can create an eccentric look. So I'm going to be going in with Watermelon Soda. I need to remember next time to prime my lips because they are so dry right now. So I did the bottom, now I'm going to sculpt the top. And I believe there you have it, you guys. I know that next time I'm probably going to be doing my eyeshadow the way I normally do it because I'm seeing some fallout that is showing in the camera. But other than that, I am loving this summer vibe. I would definitely, you know, do my hair and everything like that. And yeah, to me it just looks like a cute little summer fun look that you could have out by the beach. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this look. I am looking to creating an Instagram for all of these makeup looks so you guys can see photos. Let me know if you guys are interested in that down below, and I will definitely look into that. So as I said, I hope you guys enjoy this look, and remember, you are beautiful. Bye guys.